Assalamu alaikum, our dear students, and welcome to a new lesson for our Qatar Technical School. And this lesson is an English lesson for grade 10 using the Technical English 1 book. And the title of our lesson today is Naming 1. Naming means التسمية. Before we start the lesson, let's look at the objectives of today's lesson. We have 3 objectives today. The first one is listening for details. We'll listen to an audio and extract static information. Also, we are going to recognize the parts of some objects. Objects here means أشياء, and especially vehicles. So we will know the parts of some vehicles. And finally, we're going to learn asking and answering about the name of something. If we don't know the name of something in English, how do we ask about it? For today's lesson, we need the course book, page 10, and the workbook, page 8. So please prepare the 2 books. Now, let's move to the first exercise today. As you see, we are starting Unit 2, and the title of the unit is Parts 1. And the lesson today is called Naming. Here, we're going to start. We're going to listen and complete the table. Let's look at the table first. Skateboard record. The word record means رقم قياسي. So it's a record for high jump, jumping up, okay, this way, in this direction, from the ground up. And long jump is horizontal, this way, أفقي. High jump and long jump. Okay, so this jump was made by the skateboard, and we need to write the distance and the date when this record was made. Okay, so let's listen and complete the table.
2. Parts 1. Recording 12.
The world record for a high jump on a skateboard is 7.1 meters. A young skateboarder, Danny Way, jumps 7.1 meters on the 19th of June, 2003. The world record for a long jump on a skateboard is 24 meters. Skateboarder Danny Way jumps 24 meters on the 8th of August 2004.
Okay, now let's listen one more time to be able to write the answers.
Unit 2. Parts 1. Recording 12.
The world record for a high jump on a skateboard is 7.1 meters.
Okay, so what should we write here? Good, 7.1. Let's listen to the date.
A young skateboarder, Danny Way, jumps 7.1 meters on the 19th of June, 2003.
So the date is the 19th of June. June is month number 6, and the year is 2003. Let's check number 2.
The world record for a long jump on a skateboard is 24 meters.
The answer is 24. Yes, very good. Let's listen to the date.
Skateboarder Danny Way jumps 24 meters on the 8th of August 2004.
So the date is 8th of August. August is month number 6 in the year. Good. So far we have done the listening part and we listened for detail. Now, before we do the next exercise, we need to know the names of these 2 objects. This object you can see in a car or a motorbike, and it connects two wheels. So usually you find a wheel here and a wheel here. So what do we call this? It's called axle. It's called axle. Very good. And this is a boat, and we are concerned about this part, سطح. Okay, it's called deck. D-E-C-K, and this part is where people stand or sit. Now, what we need to do is to look at this picture and see what is this person doing. Yes, he's jumping using a skateboard. What we need to do is to label the diagram here. Okay, this is the skateboard, and these are the parts of the skateboard. And we need to fill in or complete the diagram with these words. Axle, we have seen the word axle. Deck, also. Nose in people means أنف, but here we mean the front part of anything, الجزء الأمامي. Plate, لوحة. Tail, the end or last part of something. Truck and wheel. Okay, I advise you to pause the video for some time. Try to search these words, plate and truck, to be able to label the diagram. Okay, if you have already paused the video, you should be ready right now to check the answers, and we're going to check by listening. So let's listen to the answers.
Unit 2, Recording 13. 1,
Tail.
2, Truck. 3,
Deck.
4, Nose. 5,
Wheel.
6, Axle. 7,
Plate.
Good. Now, let's study this diagram in detail. Okay, let's start by number 1. This is the tail, because this is the end of the skateboard. Number 2 is a truck. It's this whole unit. This whole unit is called truck. And it's divided into, if we look at the diagram here, it's divided into the wheel, the axle that connects two wheels. Of course, we have two wheels here. So the axle connects the two wheels. And the plate, it's what holds these together. Okay, it is the plate, it is what holds the truck and the axle and everything to the deck of the skateboard. Okay, and deck is the part where the person stands on. Okay, nose is the front of the front part of the skateboard. Good. Now we're going to move to another objective of the lesson, is to look at these dialogues, two dialogues, to complete the dialogues. Here, what's this space? It's space a deck. The next one, what's space called in English? The answer is it's called space truck. So what we need to do now again is to listen to complete the table, or sorry, the dialogues.
Unit 2, Recording 14. What's this called?
It's called a deck.
What's this called in English?
It's called a truck.
Okay, so now we see here two questions. Okay, you use to ask about something, the name of something. So let's listen again and check the answers together.
Unit 2, Recording 14. What's this called?
It's called a deck.
What's this called in English?
It's called a truck.
So, if you would like to ask about the name of something, you don't know the name of something, you say, what's this called? ما اسمها؟ ما اسم هذا الشيء؟ Or, what's this called in English? ما اسم هذا الشيء باللغة الإنجليزية؟ And the answer is, it's called a deck, it's called a truck, and so on. Please don't confuse this word, called, to the other word, which means بارد. This word means يسمى أو يدعى. What's this called? But the other word, called, is C-O-L-D. It's not the same word. So today we learned also, we achieved another objective, which is asking and answering about the name of something. Now, we'll do another exercise, but before we start, we need to learn some words. Two of the words are not new. This word, if you remember, what is this word? Excellent, it's an axle. And this word is deck, very good. Okay, we see a deck on a ship or a boat, and we also saw it on a skateboard. Now let's move to the next picture. What is this? Very good, it's a motorbike. Motorbike. Next, is this a motorbike? No, it's called a mountain bike. The word mountain means jabal. So it's sort of دراجة رياضية, okay? Because you can use it on a mountain or a rough ground. Next picture is, what is this? It's a number plate. Number plate. You can see this number plate on a car or on a motorbike. Okay? And finally, what is this? This is a rocket. Very good. We're going to use these words to go to the workbook, page 10, exercise 1. What we need to do is to write sentences for the pictures. If you look at these pictures, they are parts of vehicles, أجزاء من مركبات. So, what is this part? It's the wheel. So we say that's the wheel of a racing car. Racing car, سيارة سباق. So before we continue with the pictures, we have to read these words, the parts and the vehicles, الأجزاء والمركبات. The parts are axle, deck, nose, and we said nose means the front part, number plate, of course we have seen this, tail is the end bar part, and wheel, of course we know the wheel. Now the vehicles are boat, motorbike, mountain bike, plane, racing car, and a rocket. The first one is done. That's the wheel of a racing car. Now let's discuss the picture number 2. What can you see? This is a person's hand, yes. And what's he holding? Very good, it's an axle. So do you think this axle is for a plane? Of course not. Is it for a motorbike? Sure not. Sure, it's for a mountain bike because it's very small. So what should we write? We should follow this example. That's the, instead of wheel, we're going to use the word axle. Of a, instead of racing car, we're going to use mountain bike. Let's see the answer. That's the axle of a mountain bike. Very good. Now you can pause the video and try to guess the answers for the rest of these questions. Okay. Now I suppose that you have paused the video and you're back. So what is this? It's a plane. And which part is clear here in the picture? It's the nose. So what is the answer? That's the nose of a plane. Very good. That's the nose of a plane. And what is this? Part. It's a number plate. And it's on a motorbike. So we say that's the number plate of a motorbike. Yes, that's correct. That's the number plate of a motorbike. Good. Number 5. This is the end of a, what do we call the end of anything? Tail. Yes, so this is the tail of a rocket. Excellent. And finally, we have only 2 words remaining. That's the deck of a boat. Very good. So now we learned how to talk about parts of vehicles. At the end of our video, I'm asking you please to do the homework. Don't forget to go to Teams to answer the question. You have 24 hours. Thank you. Goodbye and good luck.